Well, welcome everyone to Vested Interests. Hey, this is Shane. I wanted to do something a little different tonight, guys. We're going to go through my entire portfolio, what stocks I bought this week as well. I know things are probably a little more somber and serious this week, so I thought I'd do something a little different. But first of all, I'd like to send out some prayers to everyone who's involved in the war that's going on in the Ukraine. Pretty sobering issue that's going on right now. So if you have any family or friends over there, best wishes to them. Hope they're staying out of harm's way. And guys, let's just get right into the video. Again, this is Shane with Vested Interest. And guys, what I really wanted to talk to you about, so I have several accounts. I have my account, and then I have my two children's account. As you can see here, my two daughters, I have custodial accounts for them. So I am currently building out, three separate portfolios. As you can see here, 88,938.71 in my joint account. That's what we're going to focus on today. That's what I cover in all my weekly updates, what I purchase and what I don't. But I do purchase other shares in the other two accounts as well. But let's look at the joint account here. I use Ally Invest as my investment account. Let's open this up real quick. It'll open. There we go. So again, as you can see, today's gains, I don't really worry about these, but it was end of the week was pretty good. Started out the week pretty rough. Total gains for the portfolio as far as share appreciation, $3,800, $2,600 today, so pretty good day overall. Then as you can see here, Bank of America, I have 18.184 shares at an average price of $41.99. Current price today was $45.02. Brookfield Infrastructure Partners, 30 shares, 30.7 shares, average cost of $52.49. Bristol Myers Squibb, 22.34 shares, average price of $62.64. Colgate Palmolive. And then you can also see most of these positions are up as of the end of the day. Cisco Systems, 18.227 shares at $55.07 per share. CVS Health, 26.396 shares at an average of $80.72 per share. And I want to stop there for a minute. So CVS is actually one that I added to a little bit at about $101, $102 per share this week. But as you can see, my cost basis is really low at 80.72. So I mentioned this on another video. I don't mind adding. This is actually a little higher, 104.31 currently for CVS than what I think it's worth about 95 to 100 bucks per share. But since my shares are so low, I don't mind adding a little bit. So long as my cost basis, this 80.72, doesn't creep up too high, I'll add every now and again to CVS whenever it dips around that $100 range, even though it brings up my cost basis. So I don't mind chasing a little bit if my cost basis is low enough where it makes sense. Chevron Corporation, we have 18.604 shares at an average cost of $102.46. This is another one I may add to here, just 2 or 4 shares if it dips down back to the 120, high 120 range. At 140, it's definitely out of the buy range for me. It's currently up 37%. Dominion Energy, I have 12.304 shares at $79.70 current price. My average cost is $72.29. DTE, 12.258 shares. My average cost is $108. It's currently at $121. DTM, which is a spinoff of DTE earlier this year, so 5.115 shares there. My average cost is $39.40. The current going rate is $52.25. That's another one I may add to a little bit since my cost basis is so low. Bring that up to 10 or 15 shares. Enbridge Inc. is another one, 38.619. My cost basis is $40.89. It's currently at $42.60. EPD is another one I've been adding pretty heavy. We are now over 100 shares, 100.217 shares. My cost basis is $23.61. Current price is $23.79. So pretty close. Because I've been adding to this one over the last several weeks, it's running pretty close to its average price now. But my goal really was to hit over 100 shares, so I'll back off this a little bit unless it dips down significantly here. Fidelity National Financial, 14.288 shares. These fractional shares, guys, are the dividends reinvested. Whenever they pay out, obviously they buy back into these companies. So that's the fractional shares that you're seeing there. I can't actually buy fractional shares with with Allied Bank. This one is not up that much, just 2.46%. General Dynamics, I have 5.046 shares. My average cost basis is $211. It's currently at $227.99 as of close of business on Friday afternoon. It's $6.54 currently. General Mills is another one that I have 22.674 shares. Average cost basis of $56.22. Currently $67.99. Another one I might add to, even though it's up 20%. Again, it might bring my cost basis up to around $58, $56, or $58 to $60, depending on how many shares I pick up. But so long as I stay below that $60 per share range, I'm fine with that. Gladstone Commercial is another one, 39.103 shares. It's $22.74 my cost basis. It's currently at $21.34. So this is one I'd look to add. Whenever I have funds to add, guys, I look at my portfolio and I see the areas. Nothing has changed for Gladstone Commercial for me. It's still a good company, still one I want to, a REIT I want to own. So I may look to add to this position and decrease that cost basis, bring it down more towards that $21.34 so long as it stays down. REITs are one that are down right now. A lot of stocks were down this week. Some of them have recovered. EPD was one I was buying. It was below my cost basis. Now you can see it recovered at the end of the day on Friday, as a lot of stocks did. GlaxoSmithKline, 12.268 shares. My cost basis is $40.01. Huntington Bank, another one I'm trying to get up to 100 shares here. Again, I was buying this one below my $15.44 cost basis. Is now crept back up over $15.55 as it close of business, so it's actually up a little bit. Huntington Ingalls Industry, 8 shares, 8.031 shares at $190.03 cost basis. It's currently $199.95. International, let me scroll up here. International Business Models is another one. This is one that I bought 4 shares of this week. I'll show you that here in a minute, what I picked up this week. But this is one I was buying this week. My cost base is at $122.77. It was below that earlier this week. It has since come back up. Intel Corporation, another one I've been adding to pretty heavily. It's still down. I'd like to get this up over 100 shares as well. I'm currently sitting at 86.223 shares. My cost basis is $49.43. Want to keep bringing that down so long as it stays below that $50 range. I'll continue to add. Like I said, I'd like to get it up to 100 shares and then maybe back off a little, fill out some of these other positions. Johnson & Johnson was another one I bought this week. Significantly lower than its current price of $166.03. I have 22 shares there. My cost base is $164.88. Again, another one who's come back up at the end of the week. Most of the week it was down, so I added to it throughout the week as it was down. King Ross Gold Corp, 20 shares. This is one that's down as well. Not really looking to add to that. I have some other mining stocks that I'm adding to currently, or may add to. We're adding to. Kraft Heinz is another one that was down here a couple weeks ago. 84.823 shares. My cost base is $37.50. It's up $39.73 currently, up 5.95%. Coca-Cola, we have 20.399 shares. My cost base is $53.89. It's currently $62.84. If that gets back down to about $60, I'll probably add some to that position as well. Maybe up to the $58 to $60 per share range. I'd be comfortable in there, but it is up 16.62%. Kroger is another one. I would like to add to this as well. I feel it's a little overvalued at $46.47. My cost basis was, even though it's only just 8 shares, $39.57. It's up 17.4%. Leggett & Platt is another one I added a few shares to. It's down 16.67%. My cost basis is $44.77. It's currently at $37.30. Another one I'd like to run up to 100 shares and then kind of back off. But so long as it's under this, under my cost basis, $44.77, I'll probably look to add to that position. Lockheed Martin, 6 shares there, 6.048 shares there. My cost basis is $343.76. It's currently sitting at $409 per share, up 19%. Lumen Technologies, another one that I ran up over 100 shares, and it has even pulled back from that, so 22% down. I'll probably look to add maybe 20 shares if it stays in this $10 per share range. My cost basis is $12.95. Let's scroll down. LyondellBasell Industries, we have 26.32 shares. It's currently at $98 per share. My cost basis $95.40. That's another one I probably wouldn't mind adding a little bit to. I think anything under $100 per share for LyondellBasell is a good value. Main Street Capital, I currently have 30.373 shares. My cost base is $43.37. It's currently at $43.06. Another one just below my cost basis per share. So this one might be one I look to add next week. if you are 3M company, MMM. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know I've been adding a couple shares, 1 or 2 shares a week. I didn't add anything this week, I don't think, but it is down 16%. My cost base is $180.15. It's at $150.50 per share. So another one I'd like to probably get to about 75, 80 shares. I don't want to make it too big a portion of my portfolio. Obviously, you can see $3,785.08. It's getting up there as far as position weight in my portfolio. Merck, we've got 16.337 shares. Its current value is $76.31 per share, and my cost base is $73.42. NextEra Energy, I have 20.284 shares. Current value $76.47 per share. My cost base is $72.78. National Retail Properties, ticker NNN, 28.78 shares. Current price $43.06. My cost base is $46.03. Again, another one that's down 6.47%. So may look to add to that REIT as well. Realty, I added to this position this week. I currently have 32.44 shares. At cost basis of $67.98, which is higher than the $67.38 currently it's sitting at, and it's down 0.86%. Another one I'd like to continue to add to if it stays down. Omega Healthcare Investors, another one I've been added to pretty heavily. I have 104.352 shares. My cost basis is $28.59. It's currently at $28.47, so just down 0.47%. Nothing too crazy there. Pfizer is one I was buying early last year. 24.53 shares currently. My cost base is $36.21. It's sitting at $47.68, up 31.78%. A couple other positions I'd like to build out to there, but I could run this up, maybe pick up another 8 to 10 shares there, and so long as it stays below 40, I'd be comfortable. Proctor and Gamble is one that I had intentions of adding a significant amount to. It ran up to a little over $160 per share, so I backed off picking up any additional. My current price basis is $141.68. It's sitting at $158.01. I'd love it to get back down to this 140 or below. I was hoping it would actually drop below that 140 per share mark, maybe get down into the 130s or 120s or even lower. So I'll probably wait on that one. It's up 11.70%. Prudential Financial, another one I really wanted to add to, but it got a little heavy. It's come back down a little bit. It was teetering on that $122.65 per share. I have 16.216 shares here. My cost base is $107.01. It's currently at $112. So like I said, it has come back down. If it comes back down and gets close to that $107.01, I'll probably add again. It's up 5.41%. Rio Tinto, this is one of the mining stocks, 12 shares there, 12.084 shares there. My cost basis is $69.88. It's at $77.97, maybe one that I add to. It's up 11.57%. Siboney-Stillwater is another one I was adding to here towards the end of end of November, December timeframe, 38.507 shares. Currently, my cost base is $14.93. Currently at 17.37 per share. Did come down a little bit today, but it's up 16.42%. Spartan Nash, another one that really kind of got a little outside my price range there. It's up 41.28%. My cost base is $20.14 per share. Currently sitting at $28.45. Stag Industrials was one I added to this week. I'm sitting at 38.437 shares. My cost basis is $39.93. It's currently at $39.62, so it is down 0.77%. Store Capital, another one I added to this week. Like I said, I'd like to get this one up over 100 shares. Let me back off a little bit. My cost basis $31.82. It's currently $30.89 per share, down 2.91%. I actually hope it stays down so that I can continue to add. Cisco Corp I have 18.261 shares. My cost basis $76.67. It's currently at $87.25. Another one that kind of ran up a little bit before I could add what I really wanted to. It's at 13.8% gain for my portfolio. AT&T, ticker T, got 109.138 shares. My cost basis $24.57. I was trying to get under 25 per share, so I'm there, but it has even dipped a little bit below that, $23.90 per share. Currently, it's down 2.7% in my portfolio. Union Pacific Corp. I have 3 shares of Union Pacific Corp. Another one that kind of ran up before I could add a significant amount. It's $246.40 per share. My share cost is $215.95 per share. I'd love it to get back down to that $215 or even below that so I can add some more to that position. USB, U.S. Bank Corp. I have 22.465 shares there. My cost basis is $51.88. It's currently at $57.35. I may add some to this. Actually, it's not up that much, up about 10.52%. So I'd like to add another mining company, Vail, 61 shares. I was buying at $12.60 per share. It's currently at $17.83, up 41.43%. Mining companies have had a run up here recently. Usually do whenever the economy gets kind of wonky. Verizon Communications, I have 74.824 shares. I'm at 54.52 cents per share. It's at 54.11. This is one that I've been bringing in line with its, as it's been dipping down, I've been buying it around the $52, $53 per share range. It's still down 0.73%, and it is a pretty good size position in my portfolio, $4,048. And then last in my portfolio is Exxon Mobil. I have 32.792 shares. My cost base is $59.45. Again, up 30.93%. Most of these positions are up. There are some that are down, obviously. And then, like I said, $77.86 per share for Exxon Mobil. Probably won't be adding anything to this, even though I feel like oil probably has some room to run. And then, guys, we'll look at what you see here, the E's and the D's. These are the dividends that are going to be paid out. Here you're seeing the ex-dividend date for Kroger, for example, was the 14th of February. The pay date will be March 1st, and it'll be 21 cents per share. So I'll get, 8 shares times the 21 cents. Coca-Cola's coming up. Its ex-dividend date is, let's just run through those real quick. You can see that as well. So Bank of America, ex-dividend date is March 3rd. 21 cents per share. The payout will be March 25th. Ex-dividend date for Cisco Systems. Its ex-dividend date will be April 5th. Payout April 27th, 38 cents per share. Brookfield Infrastructure Partners, their ex-dividend date was today, February 25th. The payout date will be March 31st, and it's 54 cents per share. Chevron Corporation, its ex-dividend date was February 15th. Its payout date will be March 10th. The amount, $1.42 per share. DTE's ex-dividend date will be March 18th. Payout date of April 15th. Dominion Energy, ex-dividend date March 3rd. Payout date March 20th, 67 cents per share. Enbridge, payout date will be March 1st. Its ex-dividend date was February 14th, 86 cents per share. I think I may have missed DTE. DTE, again, March 18th, payout date April 15th, 89 cents per share. We won't look at all of these, but let's look at a couple more. Fidelity National Financial. Its ex-dividend date will be March 16th, payout date March 31st, 44 cents per share. Maybe we look at a couple more. Intel will be one that I really like. Ex-dividend date was February 4th. Its payout date will be March 1st, so that's coming up. Johnson & Johnson, another. Kraft Heinz is one that I really like. Ex-dividend date March 10th. Payout date, March 10th. Payout date March 25th, 40 cents per share. Johnson & Johnson. Ex-dividend date was February 18th. Payout date March 8th. Now let's jump into is up here in the top. And then the other one, I'm sorry I didn't show you, was the E. That's earnings. So Kroger will have its earnings on March 3rd. You'll be able to see the earnings for Kroger. So that's the information that it's telling you here. How much each, if you go to the top line here, the market value, how much my shares are currently worth, total gain, today's gain or loss, my average price per share, my cost basis, and the last price and the quantity of shares. And let's run up here to holdings and activity. We'll go to activity. And this would be, as you can see here, on the 22nd, would have been Tuesday. So I moved $1,280 into the portfolio. And with those funds, let me just go down. So right there, with those funds, I bought 10 shares of Enterprise Product Partners at $23.43 per share. I bought 10 shares of Intel Corp, ticker INTC, and Enterprise Product Partners was EPD. 10 shares of Intel Corp, ticker INTC, at $45.16 per share. 1 share of Johnson & Johnson, ticker JNJ, at $162.83 per share. I think we just saw it was about $166 now. So as you can see, I try to pick them up below whenever they dip down. Realty Income, ticker O, picked up 2 shares there at $66.55. Like I said, I've been picking up quite a bit of Omega Healthcare Investors, ticker OHI. I was picking them up at $28.14 per share, picked up 10 there. Huntington Bank shares, this was a throw-in at the end. I had a little bit of cash left, so at $15.87, I picked up 1 share of Huntington Bank shares, ticker HBAN. Then today, this morning on the 25th, I threw $2,600 more into the portfolio. Let's go down here. And with those funds, we picked up 4 shares of Cisco Systems, $54.56 per share, ticker CSCO. We picked up more Enterprise Product Partners, ticker EPD, 16 more shares at $23.58. We picked up 15 more shares of Huntington Bank shares, ticker HBAN, $15.27 per share. 2 more shares of IBM, International Business. We picked up 2 shares at $121.84. Picked up 4 more shares of Intel Corporation, ticker INTC, $46.80 per share. We picked up 2 more shares of Johnson & Johnson today, ticker J&J, at $160.60 per share. So again, guys, whenever they dip down like that, I think we just saw it was about $166 per share now. So that's $6 cheaper per share. I was able to get it earlier today. Realty Income, 2 more shares there at $66.23 per share. Here's CVS. Like I said, I think it's $104 we just saw. I was picking it up for $101.63. So anything around $100 to me, I'll grab a couple shares maybe, so long as my cost basis is, like I said, currently at $80, doesn't creep up below or above, $90, $95 per share. I'd be fine. 2 more shares of CVS. We picked up 4 more shares of Verizon Communications at $53.19. I think we just saw it was $54, and that's ticker VZ. 4 more shares of Omega Healthcare Investors at $28.20 per share. That's ticker OHI. 6 shares of Stag Industrial, $38.95 per share. That's ticker STAG. Here's Leggett and Platt again. Like I said, it's down about 16-17% in my portfolio, but I want to pick it up as it's low. So $36.49 per share, ticker LEG. And like I said, Lumen, my cost basis is $12 and something per share. And like we just saw, it was about $10. So I was picking up just a couple more shares at $9.80. Bring that cost basis down as much as I can. There's going to be some dividends I'll go over. You can see here some of the companies that paid out dividends. Omega Healthcare Investors paid out $38.86. Maine paid out $6.56. National Retail Properties paid out $15.07. Colgate $5.43. I'll put together a video on all the dividends paid out for February here shortly. But guys, I just wanted to cover my entire portfolio, go over everything. I know I just clip out usually what I buy for the week and throw those in, but I wanted you to see that this is a real portfolio. I do really buy these. It's not something I put together and throw in a video for you. This is actually an account, and like I said, I do have 2 custodial accounts for my kids. Maybe you consider picking up a custodial account for your kids as well. And then last, guys, what I wanted to go over was this is my tracking spreadsheet. This is how I track my dividends. So if you watch my videos, you'll see I pull this sector weight information out. I pull my current here, let's go up to the top and you can see my current yield. I don't typically cover yield on cost in my videos. Here's my portfolio weights, so I know how much I try not to keep anything over 6%. Average out, you'll see some are at 4.55%, but nothing's over 5% in my portfolio. So I try to keep everything pretty evenly weighted. Don't get too heavy in any one stock. You can see here's where the quarterly dividends are paid out, monthly dividends. We have some of those. We have some semi-annualities. Those are typically the mining stocks, where you can see that. Rio right there. Sylvania Stillwater, Vail, they all pay semi-annually. And then, like I said, this information down here, I typically pull out this 4.52% right there. That's the dividend yield. Here's my $4,404.46. That's what's paid out yearly. That's my annual dividend cost. So I have all those multiplied out. Estimated annual income right there in this column here. So as you can see, like I said, $4,004.46 currently. My yield is 4.502%. My actual yield on cost is a little higher than that at 4.704%. And my actual, this over here is my actual return of the portfolio, is 4.48%. So 4.5% return in dividends, 4.48% return the overall portfolio. I don't think that's too bad. Here you can see what this is showing here is the actual amount I have in the portfolio. So $85,126. Here's what the portfolio is worth, $88,940. I think there's that little discrepancy between this and what the account shows, what Ally Bank shows, but I don't bring any of the cash over. I think I've got a little bit of cash sitting in that account, but I don't ever bring that over here and put it in this column, or you could put the cash down here. And then we'll run through the sector weights real quick and call this a video, guys. In the communication sector, 8.77%. That's down here. Right, communication sector, 8.77%. Consumer discretionary, 2.67%. Consumer staples at 11.74%. We have energy at 11.44%. Financials, 8.2%. We have healthcare at a 12.24%. We have industrials at 10.79%. Technologies is sitting at 9.48%. Materials sitting at 6.06%. Utilities, 5.76%. REITs and real estate, 12.62%. And again, we don't have any ETFs or anything. And then these are the sector weights, right? 8.77% of my portfolio, $7,799. Communications, $2,374 in consumer discretionaries, a little over $10,000 in consumer staples, a little over $10,000 in energy, $7,300 in financials, a little over $10,000 in healthcare, just about $10,000 in industrials. Technology sitting at about $84. Materials, $53. Utilities, $51. REITs and real estate, that's that $88,940 breakdown. And then, guys, this is actually so I'm putting together a spreadsheet to show you the dividends per month. So I track every month. So I'll update February's, and then I'll update this tab, and it'll show me the growth of my dividends month to month. And I'll be able to see January, that last January was nothing. This January was the $112.73. You'll see the same thing for February. I didn't have any dividends coming in February. March was the first month that I created this portfolio of last year. So you'll see that $18. So you'll see the difference between last year's dividends and this year's dividends. The other thing on here is this is my discounted free cash flow that I utilize. So I'll put in, a company's free cash flow. That's what these are for. And this was actually one I was playing around with. This is a company that really doesn't make any cash flow. I was trying to figure out what would it actually be worth if it did. Had 1 year and it just led me to believe it was way over the actual stock value. Should be 11%. And then what I've done here is so this will be, if I entered in the data for, let's say, 3M, I'll do that sometime and show you each year. It'll spit out the estimated years going forward. It'll tell you the multiples for those years, the discount factor, right? That's what these numbers are. Then it would tell you discount the future. This would be the future cash flow for those years estimated. And then we would discount that back, right? We'd say perpetual growth, whatever it is. I was, again, going pretty high, playing with some numbers with a stock that was, some of these stocks people are buying are just, the numbers don't add up unless you get into 15, 20, 30, 40% growth every year, year after year, with basically the WACC is the a weighted average cost of capital, so that's what they'd have to be paying if they were taking out loans, which I put 1% for this particular stock I was playing with. And then the market cap was 22 billion, right? You enter in this data, how many shares were outstanding, which you couldn't even do that on this particular stock because the shares outstanding kept going up every year. And then it spit out a value of $11.02 for the actual the actual stock price was $11.02. And when I ran this, because these numbers were all negative, so I actually put positive numbers in here, $1, $5, $10. The 1 year that it actually had free cash flow, I put in there. And what it told me I should be paying for the stock, even though current stock value was $11.02, it said I should pay $0. So that's what they said. And then what I typically do, if this is an actual company that has cash flow, it'll give me a price. And then I discount. I say, okay, I want to pay 10% less, or I want a 15% discount. And then so what I'm showing you here is my discounted cash flow model that I put together in here. So that's part of what I utilize to estimate fair value for stocks. Well, guys, that's it. Like I said, I thought I'd do something a little different this week. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. You own any of the stocks that I have in my portfolio? How's your portfolio doing? I know at the beginning of the week, whenever I started dropping money into my account, it was down significantly, around $81,000 or $82,000. So I put some money in on Tuesday, put some more in this morning. It was still down. So guys, don't be afraid to add to your positions whenever they're down. That's whenever you really see the returns, because whenever it does come back, like it did this evening, it went from $83,000 to $88,000 just in the course of a day, with plus the money I added. So don't worry about the actual value of if you're a dividend investor. Utilize those down days to decrease your cost basis, increase your yield, your dividend yield, and increase those future returns. Like I said, if you like videos like this, consider subscribing to the channel. Drop me a like or thumbs down if you didn't like the video. Share it with anyone you think that might find value in the content. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. And this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, we'll see you next time, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I am only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money and should never invest any amount you're not comfortable losing. Always do your own research and invest based on your situation, circumstances, and selected criteria. Or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.